20th. Okay, everybody, I'm starting this right out with this photo here. The angel blowing the trumpet. At the end of that trumpet, you can see the white horse in the bathtub. It's very, very important. You know, this photo is meant to be seen at this time, okay, the last year. Because I believe this is the time we're getting ready to go. We're getting ready to be taken. You see the bathtub, that's where we have to be claimed by the blood of Christ. That way the Father in heaven will see us as his children by the blood of Christ. I had dreams, man, where I was up there just recently, man, and it felt like I was a little kid again. Like a little kid, 7 or 8 years old. And they made me, we were going through really large doors, and they made me go in and get my feet cleaned. They said I had to get my feet cleaned first. And I had you guys shared that dream with Lexi's dream with you before. And they asked her to describe the floors, what it looked like. She just said she couldn't describe it. It was like really, really shiny. And to me, that's what it looked like as well. It was very shiny but dark looking. The floors were, you know, darker but shiny. And when I took off my socks to get my feet cleaned in these basins, and it was huge in there. I mean, huge. I took off my socks, and then I went to go pick up my socks. They were gold looking, like solid gold, you know. Nothing like the floor, but obviously I was walking on gold. And that's what it looked like. It was, you know, it looked kind of like shiny but dark. But then when I picked up my socks, it was like gold looking. Wow. I had a dream and a vision once also where, I'm seeing people with their, walking around with their hair just super red and purple and all kinds of different colors, man. But anyhow, this is even out like in the country, man, out in Alabama, you know. I mean, this is everywhere. But this dream I had, I seen a big vine coming out of the lake. All the fruit that was attached to it was like purple, red, those colors that, you know, you're seeing a lot of people dyeing their hair today. This is my second video. Hopefully this one will make it. I got cut off in the middle of the last one. It just stopped. Anyhow, a lot of people I've noticed have been saying they feel like it's going to happen this month. This is it, you know. And I also have that feeling. I mean, look at with all the wickedness going on in the world today, everything, the evil. And you go into the store and look at how they're still celebrating Halloween, man. And that's probably the most wicked day of them all. You know, people dressing up like demons, devils, and just wickedness, skulls, evil looking things. The devil knows he's got very little time. The Lord's revealed it. Those that don't see it, they just aren't meant to go. You know, I mean, it's clear as daylight, man. What it says in it says in St. Luke, don't be caught unaware, because when this time comes, and if you get caught unaware when this happens, you're going to you're going to be left. You just will be left. I mean, it's plain and simple. And it says, take heed to yourselves, lest any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness, cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unaware. See, cares of this life, you know, worldly. I've been in the campsites, man. I'd see people, man, setting up as fast as they could. Really fast, trying to get everything set up like they only had so much time and they got to do it fast. And I'm like, wow, what kind of a vacation is that? I mean, this guy was moving quick. Even trying to get his dog out there to do its business, everything, man. Like, fast. In the world. For as a snare shall it come upon all of them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. See, nobody's going to escape this. America's going to be destroyed. I had a dream about that. Everybody here had little horns, and everything was blood red. And it was real blood, too. I mean, I walked up close to look at it, because I was a painting contractor. And the color red I've seen, man, it was like, I ain't never seen no red like that. And it was real blood. Watch ye therefore, and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and stand before the Son of Man. It's very important, your faith be in the right place, man. You have to have faith. He spoke about that woman that said, if I could just touch the hem of his garment. And she said, if I could just touch it, I'll be cured. And she did, and she was. And Jesus looked at her, and he said it was because of your faith. And her faith was in him, just being able to touch his garment. You see what I'm saying? That's just a little, just to touch his garment, and she was cured, something she had for over 20 years. And so that's how important our faith is. You know, I'm beyond faith, because I mean, I've witnessed and seen things. I know this is very real. Last night I had dreams too, man. They're mild now compared to what they were. These attacks that we have, you get stronger from them, but you got to learn to, you got to deal with them. You have to deal with them. This is trials and tribulations that we have. It's like, we get stronger. We have to overcome them. But they were like trying to play movies that had adulterated stuff on there, and I said, stop. I said, I don't want to see that. And I took it out and I threw it away. I said, this is trash. And I didn't have to see it. A couple of times they tried that with me in my dreams last night, and I stopped it every time. You know, it's a choice. You know, when this stuff comes on to you like that right there, you can get out of it. Anything in every situation, man. I've had all kinds of stuff, man. Battling even crocodiles in the middle of a river, and I'm like, how did I get here? And now I'm fighting crocodiles, A couple of times that's happened to me, but not lately. I've had things coming at me being so fast, I mean real fast, and then I was able to just look at it like at a light pole and I could make it tie that person down where they couldn't move, no matter how fast they were. You see, the Lord, this is spiritual principalities in darkness. If you believe, then it'll be so. That's why I say, he says you can move a mountain if you believe. Okay? That's faith. But you got to remember, we're dealing with a spiritual realm. Because when we leave this world here, this is all, this was created. God created all this. And we've been, he said, I'm the Lord of hosts. And if you're doing what's right, then the good will dwell with you. But also at the same time, there's something always trying to corrupt you. Remember when Jesus told that guy, he cured him, he goes, don't sin no more, something worse could happen. In other words, they can't get in you unless you bargain with the devil. And that's where you have to break free of it and overcome it. But there's a lot of people bargaining with the devil. When I told you how they came up to me and said, Mark, if you just speak less about Jesus Christ, we'll turn your life around. We'll build your business back up. And I looked at that, got me angry when they said that, because I knew something was wrong. And when they said that to me, it was like a light came on, and I just said, that ain't going to happen. I said, this is my business. And I'm going to talk about Christ all the time. Actually, they made me start doing it more. It just set me on fire. And it's been nonstop. Yeah, they're going to come against you in all kinds of ways, in the worldly ways. But the Lord gets you through it. He provides. I'm going to tell you something, man. I worked for that one company for a couple of months, driving auto parts. Yeah, I didn't make no money. I got ripped off by that guy. That's just the way it was. I had videos up. A lot of people have been watching it and followed it. I got cheated by the guy. It's evil. It's the way they are. I went through all kinds of stuff, man. And ever since I refused little offers, They tried to get me to go to work for them, and I wouldn't work with them. And I'm talking lots of money. I was offered $60,000 a year by my football coach to work at Tampa Bay Lightning Stadium. I hadn't seen the guy in 40 years. There he is sitting next to me at a game, offered me $60,000 a year. And he's sitting there telling me, showing me some empty seats. Now, why was he showing me this? I believe because the Lord was working through me. And why did I decline that job offer? I looked right at him in his eyes and I said, the games are over. And when I said that, I heard like a different voice come out of him, and it went, No. Just like that. It wasn't him. It was like something else that was in him. These things can host different people. I've had people coming against me, and other people, by the way they were attacking me, and then somebody else coming up against me, it sounded like the exact same person that I had problems with before. Like mimicking. It sounded like the exact same person. This demon is able to jump in different people and use them all at the same time. Jesus said you'll know them by the fruit of their mouth. You see what I'm saying? I've got a lot of people on this channel. I've literally had just blocked them because, I mean, these spirits are in these people so bad, and, you know, I don't even want to hear it. And I hear a lot of you guys saying how you see them and you hear them all the time. Well, sometimes they'll come through in somebody else, and I'll hear somebody else saying the same thing. And just ugly, you know, trying to belittle you. And I'll just block them, you know. We got to stay focused on Jesus Christ, okay? I remember when I said, don't be watching this Illuminati deception stuff. People say they're exposing the Illuminati. I'm going to tell you right now, while they're doing that with the same breath, they're sitting there saying the meanings behind some of the stuff in the Bible, like they're exposing something in that too. Don't go for it, man. Stick with the Word of God and that alone. Everything we need to see. Christ is the one that's revealing what the devil's been doing here. We're seeing it. You don't need to see any more. You're going to see more. You don't even have to watch these people. You'll see more because they'll be coming up against you. Okay? They won't come up against you if they got you hooked. If they got you hooked and you're following their false deceptions, they're not going to bother you because they got you. But if you stay away from that and you stay in the Word of God, you're going to start seeing more stuff going on. And then you have to learn to battle these things because it's spiritual principalities and darkness. Okay? You will. We do. We have to. We're going to. Because he said in the end times, the saints will be wore out. So, I mean, you know, from what I've read there, I don't think anybody's going to escape this. We're going to all be going through battling with it. Now, we will, where it says in St. Luke, pray to be worthy to escape what's coming. I believe that's at hand right now, where we're getting ready to go. Because I'm telling you, I am wore out. And I'm tired. This has been happening for a long time. And America's at the edge where it's soon going to be destroyed. Those that are left behind, they'll get the mark of the beast. It's their destiny. And even though they get the mark of the beast, the place is going to be destroyed anyhow. You know, they're not going to be able to work for what? They ain't going to be making nothing. It'll never be the same again. That's the grand illusion, man. People, you know, they got to wake up. The Word of God tells us. He encourages you to buy gold and silver from Him. Not in this world, not from the devil. He's saying, get it from me. Buy it from me now. Okay? Because in the kingdom of heaven, man, we're going to be walking on that. Okay? A lot of people will be coming back here. A lot of people will be coming back here for that 1,000 years with him. And it's going to be beautiful then. The devil won't be around. But at the end of that 1,000 years, he's going to let them loose again. You know, see, the Lord does what he wants to do. And we don't have to understand it. We just have to accept it. And we have to stay in his word. Stay close to him. And we won't have to worry about none of this stuff. God bless you. And remember, it's all about have that faith. Remember that lady with that garment said, if I could just touch the hem of his garment, you know. But her faith was in him. You see what I'm saying? That's what we have to have. Faith in him, man. And trust me, man. I've had demons coming against me for quite a while. I've seen them try to attack me. They can't lay their hands on me. But they can, they've literally, you know, taken everything away that they could take away. But I've had people that the Lord knew that worked through some people here that's helped me get through this. You know, my needs, you know, just my needs. I'm camping out now. Before I went over there to went camping, man, and somebody helped me out to get the money to get a tent. You know, see, that's what I'm saying. And I had enough money to pay for a couple of weeks camping here, too. You know, all the way to the end of this month. You see, that's what I'm saying. Things, they work out. The Lord knows what our needs are. You know, and I believe we're getting ready to go home. I really do. I think we're getting ready to go home. God bless y'all, man. Get ready. I feel so strongly we're getting ready to go home. The attacks, like I said, don't be afraid of them. Stand up to them. You know? Stand up to him. And when you pray to the Lord. He hears you. I swear he hears you. He hears each and every one of our prayers. But he also says he knows what our needs are before that. But he said he also wouldn't let you have more than you couldn't handle. So whatever we're coming up against, yeah, I don't like them. I didn't like some of them. But I'm going to tell you what. I overcame them. And I gotten stronger from them. And I know you can too. Like I said, I had one time, this one demon is really, really fast. And I just looked at a light pole, ripped, and just by looking at it, pulled it out of the ground and hit him with it. And he was laid down on the ground and wrapped him up, even his head, with that light pole where he couldn't even move. You know? Remember, this is spiritual wickedness that we're fighting against. And if you've been chosen by the Lord, you have more power than you know. And this is the time to start realizing it, okay? And we will be fighting against these demonic demons. You have to. You're going to have to do it. We have to overcome them. It's just that simple. God bless yous. And get ready. Because like I said, when I was up there in the kingdom of heaven, you feel like little kids again, you know. We'll have spiritual powers when we get up there and stuff like that. But we ain't going to have the need to do, you know, like now, fighting against this evil. There's a spiritual war going on. It's real. You got to remember, one day to the Lord is like 1,000 years to us. So they've been fighting this spiritual battle for longer than we knew, okay? And now we're seeing it because it's all coming to a head. God bless yous.